When we chose Berm Peak as the new home for this YouTube channel, we did so in part because of the land. It looks perfect for building downhill mountain bike trails given the steep slopes and endless loam. But when we actually moved here and started building trail, we made the surprising discovery that Berm Peak is a pile of dirt. Just dirt. After endless digging and excavating, we've only found rocks a handful of times. And when we find a rock large enough to build something out of, it's a really special occasion. So today, we're paying another visit to the dirt merchant. Usually, people want neat, pretty rocks for lining flower beds and building stone retaining walls. We want the messed up pallet in the corner of the yard, the discounted one, stacked with jank. The whole pallet was crushed. It looked like it had been rotting for like a year. And I said, "Can I take that one?" He's like, "Yeah." So I got all these janked up, cracked rocks for super cheap, and it turns out that a lot of them are perfect for what we're doing. For this project, the jankier the better. Our plan is to build a rock garden right here on this off-camber slope, which comes after the pecker jump. To a non-mountain biker, a rock garden is an actual flower bed designed in and around rocks. But on a trail, it's just a bunch of rocks that you ride over on your bike. This rock garden is also going to armor the tread, which is getting worn away from repeated skidding around this off-camber turn. To build our rock garden, we'll need about 5 tons of stone, which is approximately 3 pallets. I could tow 2 pallets at a time, but decided not to because of our steep driveway. So we're making 3 trips to the dirt merchant and unloading the trailer 3 times, by hand. The poor gator is squatting just a little bit. But lucky for us, the job site is actually pretty accessible, so we can pile our materials right at the top. This way we can carefully roll each stone downhill to its final destination.
This is after 3 getters full.
We're also using some larger, flatter stones for the bottom around the turn. You might be able to get in and just rah!
I'm well trained in the art of rah! Rah!
These we can drop off by driving under the deck near the house.
I've made a huge mistake. How was I supposed to know it would tip perfectly on its side and just roll like a freaking wheel?
While unloading the gator, one of the larger stones got away, cartwheeling down the slope before settling in front of a tree.
1, 2, 3!
Oh, how many more times are we gonna have to do that? Holy
7,
moly.
3, 5! Yeah! Get under, no, keep going! Oh!
He's cheering us on, man.
We decided to start at the bottom and work our way up. So armoring the exit turn was first priority. Having never built a rock garden before, I had to rely a little on Alex's experience.
Last year when I was here in Nashville, I actually volunteered for a Sorba dig day out in Bent Creek. And what they kept telling me is that you have to make sure that you put the rocks deep enough, because when you get a few rains, you get people riding this, and the dirt that's in between these rocks is gonna wash away, and these rocks are gonna be a lot more exposed than they are initially in the build.
Here, we're setting most of the stone to grade, or level with the ground. As the dirt washes away from rain and riding, the stone will become more visible and prominent. This means we need to bury everything just a tad deeper than we want. You can't see any of these massive boulders that we toiled to place here because they're all covered in dirt. But rest assured, we did a lot of work and we're gonna eat lunch.
Now, hey, look, I'm doing the Iron Man. They carry it like this. Ha!
That actually looks pretty pro. To make this rock garden challenging, we need to build it so you can't just ride around or between every rock. So we're eyeing things up as we move along to cover any gaps or channels. We're also accounting for the off-camber slope by setting the stone on the high side to grade and the stone on the lower side a bit higher. This will allow us to carry a lot more speed through this section and make the rock garden a lot more fun as a result. Yeah, I'm happy with that. After the first day of digging and moving heavy rocks, I ended up with muscle spasms in my forearm. I'm getting like the most barbaric Charlie horses in my arm, I guess from just pulling on the rocks. I got this attachment for my jigsaw. But we've got an app for that. As we worked our way through the boulder pile, the slope started looking a little more like a rock garden. And around noon, Kevin stopped by on his way out for a ride. We figured he's geared up, why not test out what we've built so far?
Holy.
Yeah. Dude, I definitely felt like I was sliding somewhere in here.
That's a perfect kind of sketchy there. You'll have like a rock slide catch berm.
Kevin's test gave us some really valuable information about the bottom section. So one more rock.
Yeah, you got to finish off the berm.
Kevin suggested building a little ridge around the exit turn to make it easier to carry speed. So we put aside some choice rocks for that very purpose. As we worked our way to the top, I decided to build a beeline so riders could opt out of the pecker jump. If somebody wants to take the high line and go over here, they can without doing a gap jump now into a rock garden. This beeline would create a route around the pecker jump and over the log, as well as an optional transition for anyone precise enough to catch it. It took us a day to transport the materials and another to get the rock garden started. And surprisingly, by the end of the third day, we were almost done. The only thing left was the tiny rock berm that Kevin suggested. This might be the last rock. That's good.
Kind of a big moment.
With the rock garden finally finished, we couldn't wait to test it out.
Dude, it goes so fast.
So I actually came into there with more speed than I ever have before.
Absolutely.
I used this whole thing over here.
I'm gonna give you plenty of space. Oh,
If you get stuck in that mud, you're done.
yeah, you're right.
Someone had the brilliant idea to try and climb the rock garden.
Oh, yeah, dang. It's right there. If I could get past that, it's that spot. Twice I got to up here. You get it?
Great.
I'm not gonna keep trying this, I'm done. After well over an hour of repeated tries, Alex and I both got pretty close to making it over to the log, but decided to save that victory for another day. After all, we didn't build this rock garden for climbing. More so than anything else in mountain biking, rock gardens are about line choice. Some lines are all about speed, and some are just about plain old fun. But whatever route you choose through this rock garden, it's going to be a bumpy one. If you enjoyed watching us build this rock garden, subscribe to this channel to watch us build more stuff next week. And if you want even more content from Berm Peak, check out our second channel, Berm Peak Express, for more casual, off-topic content. In any case, we're really happy to have a rock garden to ride now, and even happier to share the experience of building it with all of you. Thanks for riding with me today, and I'll see you next time.